Hey everybody, and welcome to this week of The Authored Life. So last week we shared an exercise with you to create your ideal day, and I hope that you had a chance throughout the week to do it, because it's a really fun exercise and you really end up learning a lot about yourself. So we did that last week, and in the coming 3 weeks we're really going to be diving deep into your vision and how to create it and why it's so vital for your success and how to really reinforce it so that it remains strong through the ups and downs that typically come on the journey to success.
Yeah, absolutely. And we get asked a lot, what's more important, having a clear, crystallized why, or the belief that it's even possible for you? And it's kind of both. It's like a pendulum. As it swings towards your vision, you've got to have the same amount of momentum on the other side to believe that it's possible. Even the small vision requires small belief. And as you grow, as you go through things, the bigger your vision is, the bigger the belief that it's possible needs to be.
So while it's important to know where you want to go, there is a step that many people overlook in the process. And I know that when I originally started out on my journey, I really didn't think about this step either. So it's really about having a balance of having a vision and believing that that vision is actually possible for you. Because you can have the most detailed vision, the most amazing grand vision, but if you don't believe that you can become a success, then your brain will actually start its own defense mechanisms and slow you up and even bring you to a complete stop in achieving any of that success.
Yeah, I mean, really think about it. Both pieces to the puzzle are critical. All right, Megan, in all the years of coaching people, the ones who do not hit their goals are the ones who are really not sold themselves that the fact that they can even do it. I mean, everyone starts, nervous, scared, wondering if they can do it, but we see over and over and over the ones who sell themselves on the fact that they can do it, they hit their goals. And it's simple. If you have hope in the future, you'll have power in the present. And here's why that's so true. If you want to break this thing down to a simple formula about behavior, we got this from our mentor, Dr. Dennis Waitley. He said this: your beliefs determine your motivations. Your motivations dictate your behaviors, and your behaviors become your habits. So many people try to motivate themselves or motivate others, and while motivation is important, it matters, it's not the starting point. It's like the tree that grows. Okay, the roots are your belief, and that's where to focus. Focus on the roots, the beautiful plant will grow, the beautiful tree of success will happen. Anyone can get motivated, after they listen to a motivational video, they go hear a great speech, things like that. But when there's no belief behind the words that you're hearing, motivation fades kind of as soon as the moment's over. So for you, if you don't truly believe deep down that it's possible for you to hit your goals, how motivated are you? All right, maybe it kind of waxes and wanes a little bit, and motivation is not permanent. We always need to be, filling it up, but just that feeling, that it waxes and wanes a little too much. And maybe your behavior towards your goals are a little streaky. Well, if your motivation's not there, it's probably because you don't even believe you can do it. So of course, your behavior is going to be a little streaky. And maybe you had that feeling that you just can't get into the groove of constantly working towards your goals. And I know a lot of us are kind of nodding our heads right now, being like, yeah, I feel like I false start my goals for my business all the time, or trying to get in the shape I want to get into, eating right. I just feel like I start, stop. And it starts with your belief, or maybe it's a lack thereof. All right, and I'm not saying you not to have any fear. Fear is normal. I'm saying just have that belief that you can have your vision, because your brain will not let you do things that it doesn't think you can have. Okay, and that's a whole different topic for another time. Our background's counseling, so we could do this all day long on that topic. But understand, no hope in the future, no power in the present. So Megan, they just got hit with some really deep, good stuff that has helped so many people. But could you give them some simple, practical steps this week to help them accomplish that and really create the fact they can sell themselves on themselves?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think that a great place to start, especially for those people who are new or are really resonating with this video, is that you need to work on selling yourself with your smaller visions first. So your overall vision, your grand vision, is really just a series of smaller, more basic visions or building blocks. So for those struggling with believing in themselves, focusing on one small smaller vision at a time can sometimes feel more doable and obtainable while you're on your way to achieving your grand vision. So the second thing is that knowing that others believe in you, and this one is so important. So when you are having difficulty seeing the possibilities of success in yourself, find somebody who believes in you, because believe me, there are some. Use their belief to recharge your belief. It's totally normal to have these days. We have them. Everybody has them. Don't let anybody tell you that they don't. So it's totally normal to feel like you just can't do it or that you don't deserve success, but it's so important to not stay in those moments alone. Find someone who has some extra belief that they can lend you and rely on them. The third thing is really ask yourself, what are the reasons that you can succeed? And I want you to list them out, not in your head, but on a piece of paper. And I want you to look at them every single day, on good days, on bad days, on busy days, on lazy days. Look at it, memorize it. So reminding yourself of these reasons on a daily basis will really start to form that belief that you can do anything in spite of anything. You can have that success no matter what life throws at you. So the fourth thing is the total opposite of the third. So I want you to really ask yourself, what are the reasons that you can't succeed, and really be honest with yourself. It's not a fun question, but I want you to list out those reasons as well. So some of the reasons that people have that really stop them from succeeding, and we see this in counseling, we see this in business, we see this in almost every area of the life, so it's totally applicable. But some of the reasons are their family background, their age, their level of education, and some of these reasons may be fairly valid in creating an obstacle for a person to not really achieve success. But we like to say that success is like a road trip, and the reasons that you decide that you can't succeed are kind of like lane closures, detours, and bumper-to-bumper traffic, which we deal with a lot in living in the city of Chicago. But really, you have to realize that the problem is going to be there whether you're aware of it or not. There's always construction going on. There's always lane closures, always detours. But not being aware of those things in yourself is like driving into construction during the middle of rush hour and feeling stuck. Now, you will eventually get through it, but it's going to take a lot more time than if you had been aware of those obstacles and planned an alternate route. So bringing awareness to the reasons that you can't succeed, it's not admitting failure, it's not showcasing your flaws, it's acknowledging that you're not perfect and that is okay, but you're not going to let those imperfections hinder you from success.
I like that last one, because it's something that not a lot of us think about. Even, this whole topic, not a lot of people think about, but the fact that, maybe you should bring to light. I think a lot of people sweep things that they're afraid of or issues under the rug, but it's still there. It's still going to impact people. And so I think those are all great steps. So that has been our episode for today. Please feel free to reach out to us on Facebook. We love to hear about how you're applying these things. We've gotten some great messages, and thank you guys. That's why we do this. We do this for everybody else. And so we have fun doing it, but we want to know what's impactful for you. So please feel free to message us on Facebook, or even just say hi, or if there's any other topics you'd love to hear us do, we'd love to hear your input. So that has been our episode for today. Make it a great week, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.